this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mayfield. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. The slot man in motion right. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. He's got room at the 30, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Calvin Austin from 10 yards out. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They give him a gain of 38. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Pretty entertaining start, 14-all the score on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Cook. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Calvin Austin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield. Catch made by Slayton. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Austin, 41 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Commander defense able to hold. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Slot man moves right. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You always...
Touchdown, Colts! Calvin Austin from 21 yards away. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Tonyan, 44 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Completes it to Austin. Touchdown! Calvin Austin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going for... He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 37.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Quez Watkins, 41 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure.
Definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent... The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Commanders
get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown!
Final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
DC ready? 5, 6. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Hey, check them out. Yo. 6, 5, 6. You remember me?
In motion left, that's Jackson. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he finds Austin complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth-quarter advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring it back. An interception return